Hi, everyone. John here with PT. Dan with Sandler Training. PT Ask Dan.
John,
Yeah,
how are you?
well,
Good.
all right. Round three, a little bit of the hiring salespeople side of
Uh,
things. Um, High school, most of us, we elderly, took the SATs, those kinds of things. Some people are good, just good test takers. They've mastered that art and doesn't necessarily tell you what the other side of things will look like. But there are tests to utilize relative to evaluating salespeople. Can you talk a little bit about what some of those are, and I guess a big picture view of kind of what you're looking for, how you're trying to use them?
Well, number one, if you're not using assessment tools for your salespeople to decide whether to hire them or not, shame on you.
Yeah.
Because salespeople, for the most part, can do interviews very, very well, and you still need to do some testing to see if it's a right fit
Yep.
or not. And so the one that Sandler uses is called extended DISC, DISC. It's not a personality assessment, it's a behavioral assessment. It's called extended because it actually hits the subconscious mind, not just the conscious. And you also have to make sure that when you're giving tests or assessments, that the person can't try to trick it or try
I
to,
get it. Yep.
yeah. So you need a test that's going to bounce back errors if someone does that kind of stuff, because you need to make sure that they're answering truthfully and all that. And the way to look at that is, look, this isn't the only piece of the puzzle that dictates whether we hire you or not. It's part of the entire puzzle, but it's a tool, and you should definitely be using them.
Yeah, and we use the disc piece, and it will weed people out for us because we just know a certain profile won't succeed in certain roles. But we also use it for everybody on the team. And the value we get out of that is you start to understand the dynamics of the people you're working with and what gets them excited, what they fear, what's going to make them uncomfortable, what's going to shut them down, what they're really going to go after, those kinds of things. And you can complement each other really well, even though they're not might not be in a sales role.
Yeah, disc training is really great for an organization, an office. And I've seen where people will have leading into their offices or the cubicles what they are on the disc
Yeah.
profile so people can understand, how do I communicate with this person? How do I email them? How do I talk to them?
Yep.
It's funny, by the way. I mean, it's hilarious to really be joking with each other about your own profile, but it's advantageous to creating a super culture. Almost couldn't get that out there. I was so excited.
That's how hard it is to create a
Yeah,
super.
that's right.
All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
All right, take care.